Hey, thanks for joining us for another edition of the Creek Catch-Up, talking all things Albion Park harness racing. As per normal, there's a lot to get through, and we're going to start with the best pacer in the state, the best pacer in the country. That's Leap to Fame. It's been a delayed start to his 4-year-old campaign, but he is expected to be back racing next Saturday night at Albion Park. So a couple of false starts with trials, and then the race didn't get off the ground earlier in the week, but hopefully next Saturday night, he will be racing at the Creek. So that will be a real treat for everyone to see this star performer back in action. Job well done, Pete McMullen, selected as the Australian representative at the World Drivers' Championship in Europe later this year. The series takes place in August. I think it finishes up in Berlin, Germany, and Pete is going to be flying the flag for Australia. So this is a great achievement, a great testament to his skill in the bike. So it was getting tight on who was going to represent Australia. I know there was a couple of others that were, heavily being kicked up for, but it was Pete McMullen. He's the reigning two-time Australian Driver of the Year, and he's got the record here in Queensland. Most wins in a season, 315. No one has ever gone beyond 300. Can Nathan Dawson do it this year? Time will tell, but Pete McMullen is going to be representing his country in August. So job well done to Pete McMullen. Another Queensland driver that has represented Australia previously, we go back to 2017, Shane Graham. He represented Australia at the World Drivers' Championship in Canada. Well, earlier in the week, he brought up win number 3,000 when Talk Like Motion led all the way in that final race on Tuesday night after a long delay and a long day with 11 races and that storm delay midway through the card. Shane finally got there, so he's on the board. There's only a couple of others that have done it previously, driven more than 3,000 winners. That's Grant Dixon and Lola Wiedemann, so he's in a very, very exclusive club, Shane Graham. Speaking of exclusive clubs, what about Lancelot Bramack? Start number 500 on Tuesday. He's the only horse in this part of the world that's achieved that standardbred or thoroughbred. He's a very exclusive member of his own club, Lancelot Bramack. He went around on Tuesday. It was start 500, and he was unlucky finishing fourth. He got caught up behind a tiring horse, didn't get a great deal of luck, but he actually attacked the line, finishing off nicely. So he's probably likely to back up next week for start 501, but he created history there on Tuesday with his 500th race start. Charlie Sini, one of our better trainers here in the Sunshine State, he celebrates a birthday. So Charlie, many happy returns. Chrissy's got the team going well, your team going well, and Jennifer's got the office at Albion Park ticking over nicely. So job well done to Charlie Sini celebrating a birthday. A couple of our regular Southern visitors are due back very shortly, talking about Chris Frisby and Dean Sinofskas. So don't be surprised in the next week or two if you see their names starting to crop up in the form guides here. They're regulars here in Queensland. They head up to the Gold Coast down there at the Tweed, base themselves down there, normally have really good success. So they should be back in the next couple of weeks, Chris Frisby and Dean Sinofskas. Michelle Phillips, a shout out to Michelle, of course, representing Victoria last Saturday night. Albion Park playing host to the 2023 Australian Female Drivers' Championship. 6 heats, 6 different winners, but on the countback, it was Michelle Phillips who came out on top, and Queensland's proving to be a very happy hunting ground for Michelle. Of course, last year during the Carnival, she was able to win the Redcliffe Cup with Seb's Choice. So she was in the winner's circle again there, and she was able to be crowned the 2023 Australian Female Drivers Champion. Black Sedance, who is the fastest horse to race at Albion Park, he's the track record holder, 149.2. He might even be back at the trials next Tuesday. He's very close to a return, so this is exciting, starting to bolster our open class ranks. We've got a good free-for-all on Saturday night, but Black Sedance, the track record holder, shouldn't be too far away. Slip the Hundy, a very good horse for Narissa McMullen. He has been sold. That deal has been confirmed. It looks like he's going to have a start or two before he heads to North America in early May. So he's expected to trial on Tuesday afternoon. Slip the Hundy. Couple of Kiwis that are finding their way to Brisbane, and they'll be racing at Albion Park shortly. Mo Sislak joins the stables of Jack Butler. Into the Mystic joins the stables of Ben Battle. Gus is a really exciting trotter going to the stables of Chantel Turpin. I'm sure the Great Square is going to be a target race for him. And the Bowden Blues is set to join the stables of Narissa McMullen. So a couple of new Kiwis headed our way. From the trials, we had a standalone trial session on Monday. Hot and treacherous, without doubt, the star performer, 52.7. Downing Future Assured, Speak the Truth. Both second and third are really good, but the winner was super sharp. Can't wait to see him under race conditions. My Ultimate Levi, now with Matty Elkins, he was able to win his trial, 54.4. He's pushing towards a start in the Hayden during the Constellations. And Wee Man Trouble, the dual Group 1 winner He trotted really well, and he looks like he's returned in really good form. So that trial session on Monday looks like it's going to hold up as far as the form is concerned. And there's a few more standalone trial sessions over the next couple of months as we count down towards the Constellations in July. Next Tuesday at Albion Park, we've got a new driver in the ranks. Laney Dwyer, the son of Graham and Marty Dwyer, he's going to be having his first drive, and he'll be sitting behind Despondent. He's in Tamworth, like half of Queensland is, with the mini trotting championships down there. So this is his final hurrah there. He went out as a winner last Saturday night, driving Danielle's Dash to victory in his final mini trot race. But on Tuesday, he'll be scoring up the big boys, some of his idols, in fact. So that's going to be a real thrill. So we wish Lane the very best of luck moving forward. And just going back in the week, Lochinvar Art's been all the talk up in North America. He was beaten there in another heat of the Bull Garter. The horse that beat him, we know him well here at Albion Park, Hemsworth, who was previously prepared by Chantel Turpin and Pete McMullen. He was able to shoot through and prove too good, knocking off Lochinvar Art. So there you go. The former Albion Park star Hemsworth still doing a great job on the other side of the world. That is all the news that we have for this week. We've got 10 races on Saturday night. We start at 5:40. We'll see you trackside. That free-for-all is the last race. You can check out the tips by going to the club social pages. Edgar Patterson will have all of that late mail for you there. We'll see you trackside Saturday night.